Hey everybody, it's Miranda Dennis, Amazon best-selling author of Single and Faithfully Expecting, Living Your Best Life as a Christian Single. Today I want to bring you a reading list for Christian singles. Many times Christian singles kind of really struggle with being in this stage of life. Some of these books I've read personally and have found helpful. Others have been recommended by Christian singles just like you and that they found helpful. So I compiled just a quick list of books that I would like to encourage you to purchase, whether it be have a hard copy on hand or use your audiobook. But my book, of course, is going to be my number one recommendation. It is my number one Amazon bestseller, Single and Faithfully Expecting, Living Your Best Life as a Christian Single. I do recommend that you get a hard copy because there are spaces in there that I actually challenge you to kind of write out some things and think about some behaviors that you've had in the past, but also writing out prayers and things like that. So you definitely want to get my book as a hard copy. Just want to do a shameless plug for that. A couple other books that have been helpful. The first one, and these are in no particular order, meaning there's not one that I prefer over the other than mine. The first one that I'm going to recommend is called The Female Brain, and that's by Luana. Last name is spelled Brizendine. Luana Brizendine. Forgive me if I'm spelling that or saying that incorrectly. The next recommendation is God Has a Waiting Room. That is by Kim Haney. She's actually got quite a bit of books that are helpful for Christian women in general, but that's a really great one as well. The Biology of Desire. This is by Mark Lewis, and it's M-A-R-C, not a K, Mark Lewis. The other one that I definitely have read this and I really enjoyed it and I recommend it to several people is called The Wait, and that's by Nicole. Last name is Doyley. Nicole Doyley. The next recommendation is I Kiss Dating Goodbye by Josh Harris. He also has several books. The next one, 70 Days of a Happy Life is Better When You Smile. This is by Shelley, last name MECH''ETTE. 70 Days of Happy Life is Better When You Smile. I can agree with that for sure, right? Because there's a brain-body connection. So whatever our face is communicating, whatever our body is communicating to our brain, it releases the chemicals that are related to our facial expressions and body chemistry. The next one, and to the unmarried, I say, things to consider before saying I do. That's by Daryl O'Neill. Again, the title is, and to the unmarried, I say, things to consider before I say I do. I don't know why that was tongue twister for me. The next one is called The Making of a Matriarch, Secret Life Lessons for Love, Happiness, and Success. This is by Kimberly West Williams. The next one is called Cloud Rules. This is by Minister Davida Marie Robinson. Cloud Rules, another great, excellent read. The next one is called Purpose by Lisa Anderson. Purpose by Lisa Anderson. And the last one that I'm gonna recommend is probably one of the biggest things that not just singles, but people in general struggle with. And I left this one last intentionally because you probably have heard the title or the word, or you felt that you needed more of this, and you weren't quite sure how to implement this particular skill. There's a book for that. It is called Boundaries. This is the updated and expanded edition. So it's called When to Say Yes, How to Say No to Take Control of Your Life. And that's by Henry Cloud. Really, honestly, anything by Henry Cloud is going to be good, not just for you as a Christian single, but for you as a person. So boundaries, anything boundaries that Henry Cloud has put out, you want to read. Get your hands on that book as well. And I believe that he also has a workbook that goes with it to kind of help you have boundaries with yourself, boundaries with your family, boundaries at work, boundaries with friends and families, boundaries in relationships. So you want to get the expanded version of it because it goes into each of those components. So I hope that these resources will be a great blessing to you. If you find something, if you purchase any of these and you would like to come back and share that, yes, this was helpful, please come back, comment on the video below. If there's other books that you've read, and I haven't mentioned them, I haven't read all entire books related to single life, but if there's other books and really good authors that really understand the Christian perspective on dating, please list them in the comments below. I'd love to hear more about those books, and definitely we'll keep sharing, keep encouraging each other. Again, one of the statements that I make in my personal life to my friends, but also my book, is that you are more than your marital status, right? So all the talents, all the gifts, all the abilities that God created within you, they exist now as a single person and even after your married life. Your gifting, your ministry is not directly and only solely dependent on your marital status. God can use you right where you are. So hopefully this is a blessing and an encouragement to you during this season. Have a wonderful day. God bless.